Every night, while the rest of the neighborhood sleeps, one student is awake fighting battles. But he isn't fighting for his future. He's fighting inside a digital world, completely unaware of what it's costing him in the real one. Meet Arjun. He's in the 11th grade, and by all accounts, he's a bright kid. He grasps difficult concepts quickly, asks sharp questions in class, and maintains an 85% average. His teachers see a lot of potential in him. Then, one afternoon, he downloads an online multiplayer game. The plan is simple, just 30 minutes of harmless relaxation to unwind after finishing his homework. But modern games are carefully engineered to keep you logged in. They feed you a continuous stream of new rewards, unlockable levels, and daily challenges. The trap doesn't snap shut with a massive, catastrophic failure. It begins quietly, with a tiny, easily justifiable decision to stay online for just a few minutes longer. Soon, those 30 minutes bleed into 2 hours. 2 hours stretch into a nightly routine, with Arjun constantly whispering, "Just one more match." Before long, the clock is regularly hitting 2 a.m. The physical toll sets in by morning. Arjun wakes up with heavy eyes and a sleep-deprived brain. He opens his textbooks in class, but the words blur together. The information simply stops registering. This graph shows exactly what happens to his grades over the school year. We start up here at his normal 85% average, but as the sleepless nights accumulate, the line slips to 60%, and eventually it plummets right past the passing mark. His teachers are stunned. His parents are confused. When confronted, Arjun offers hollow promises that he'll study harder for the next test, but his routine stays exactly the same. Arjun isn't lazy, and he certainly isn't unintelligent. So what specific biological mechanism is overriding his natural ambition and driving this self-sabotage? To understand Arjun, look at the brain's reward center. Winning a game releases dopamine, driving you to repeat the action. The brain connects the controller with instant, frictionless pleasure. Compare that to studying, a high-effort activity with a delayed, distant reward. Over time, the brain physically adapts to this environment. It begins to reject activities that require difficult, sustained effort, heavily favoring the path of least resistance. What looks like a severe drop in motivation is actually a highly predictable biological reaction. The game has hijacked a perfectly healthy reward system. The consequences of this biology eventually hit the real world on result day. Arjun stands in the school hallway, staring silently at a report card stamped with a failing grade. Right next to him, his best friend is laughing and celebrating a top score, creating a sharp contrast to his own quiet shock. When he gets home, he doesn't face anger from his parents. Instead, he sees a heavy, silent sadness in their eyes, a disappointment that hurts far more than getting yelled at. That night, Arjun leaves his computer off. He pulls an old notebook from his desk drawer. Inside, he finds a goal he wrote down months ago. My dream: become successful and make my parents proud. Arjun looks at the thousands of hours he spent leveling up a character that doesn't exist. He has traded an entire year of his youth for a digital rank that carries zero weight in the world outside his bedroom window. Recovering his focus meant treating his environment like a laboratory. He started by attacking the root cause of his mental fog, the midnight blue light, committing to a 10:30 p.m. cutoff that finally allowed his brain to reset its energy levels. Step 2 was breaking the daily dependency. Arjun restricted his gaming to a single 1-hour session on Sundays, forcing the game back into its proper place as a weekend treat rather than a nightly necessity. To rebuild his attention span, he used the protocol shown here. Instead of trying to study for hours at a time, he worked in intense 25-minute sprints of total focus, followed by brief 5-minute breaks to keep his brain from searching for an escape. He also shifted his focus toward daily goals. Instead of drowning in the stress of upcoming final exams, he put all his energy into finishing just one chapter today. By stacking these small wins, he slowly rebuilt the connection between effort and satisfaction, creating new, healthy dopamine loops that replaced the addiction. Over the next few months, the results become undeniable. Arjun's memory sharpened, his confidence returned, and he developed a ruthless consistency in his daily routine. He soon learned a harsh lesson. Video games offer easy, temporary victories, but adult life demands permanent results. When you leave school, the world will never ask for your digital rank or high score. It will only care about the tangible skills you've built, the knowledge you possess, and the discipline you bring to your work. If you're watching this and realize you're stuck in the exact same loop as Arjun, understand that your true potential is entirely intact. It is waiting for you to make a choice tonight. Your future is built by the habits you practice today. Shut down the game, open your books, and start winning the only level that actually matters.